Oh, you've got your baby there. Look at the baby on her hand.
That's how they carry their babies around. The Aspinall gorillas live in family groups to make their life as close as possible to how they'd live out in the wild. Keeping such a natural social structure has really paid off. The 104 births in captivities here at Howlett's is much more than the rest of the world combined.
Yeah. Hi, big fella. You must be the biggest boy I've ever seen. Have a go at the size of this bloke. This is a full-grown gorilla.
Just like humans, every gorilla is a total individual. Out of every 100, you might find 1 or 2 problems, but not with Kifu.
The size comparison of his arms to me, look at that. That's just massive. You know, I've got reasonably large hands, but no comparison.
There's a whole new language to learn. Gorilla speak.
That's aggressive.
They've spotted Damien drinking a bottle of water, and they want him to share.
They have an appetite for fluids, and they've got all the skills and dexterity to drink just the way we do.
I've got another one. You want to give me this one too? You do. Oh, here you go. This one? That's a lot of water, buddy. Look at him sucking the bottle in. What a funny boy.
They're allowed to keep the bottles as a toy. They lose interest after a while, and the keepers take them out the next time they clean up.
Just got his head. Look at this.
Excuse me.
He's lifting the water up, look. Now bring it towards him.
Oh. Stick it in here.
Look how smart he is.
Look at this, the politics of gorilla society.
You want some? Yeah.
The silverback controls everything. Who does what, when, and even where they sit. One sideways glance from Kifu, and that's it. They get the message.
He coughed at them. You're not allowed that.
Oh, so
That's fine.
is it okay?
He signalled to them that...
And here he goes again, asserting his power.
Oh, sorry.
It's exactly the same with every single family group of gorillas. The silverback is king.
Empty, look. I think the thing is with the gorillas, which makes them the most fascinating and lovable animals in the entire world, is when I stand here, it's like looking in the mirror. Honestly, it's like dead set like looking in a mirror. And here at Howlett's with Damien, we're actually getting to see each and every one as an individual with their own personal traits and individual facial characteristics.
I'm totally absorbed by gorilla society. Once you know how to look at body language and eye contact, you can tell straight off who's cranky, who's happy, and who's in the bad book.
You've been waiting for that, haven't you? He's a funny little dagger, this one. Only at Howlett's can you have a full-on close encounter with a big, huge silverback gorilla. Damien is going to go in with Kifu. Now, they know each other really, really well, and he's probably the only bloke in the world that could get in there and get out without getting busted up. Oh, Damien, this is extraordinary. He's so quiet, too. It's like
Kifu spotted the camera and reckons he's got to save Damien from all of us on the outside.
He's actually, Steve, he's pulling me away from the camera.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's pulling me away from the camera. But I was in some danger.
So he's actually pulling you away?
Yeah. Don't know what it is, unsure about it.
Damien must take the role as an inferior and be at a lower level. If he doesn't treat Kifu as the boss, there could be a major conflict. Everyone has to be subservient to the silverback.
Pretty girl. Pretty girl. She's just taking it all in, checking it all out. Look at the way she's got her baby on her arms. How's that for muscles? Hey, look at this bloke. You're a bit naughty, I think. You might be too naughty. I think you might be a bit naughty.
What a larrikin.
It's got the elastic on my trousers. My trousers could come off.
Be great television, mate.
These gorillas are not at all humanized. In fact, when Damien goes in, he becomes a part of the gorilla family. And as the dominant family silverback, Kifu's now his boss.
I see.
The moment Steve met Kifu, he recognized that he had an instant rapport with him. But hey, this is something really special. You'll never see anything like it anywhere else. There's a very special bond between Damien and Kifu. And Damien says it's all about emotion. You love them, and they return the love right back. He knows that animals can be true friends, and he values his closeness with gorillas much more than any human friendship. This is happening only because Kifu accepts Damien into his family.
Oh, he loves that.
And it will only end when Kifu decides it's time to finish.
How's Damien in with that family of gorillas? You know, one thing to, understand what's going on with the girls, but that silverback, that huge, great silverback, his back was just like twice mine. Just whopping great animal, huge, big gorilla. But he loves Damien. He drags him around and, makes him rub his tummy, and the girls are very tolerant, and they'd have a go at him as soon as the silverback had finished with him. Kifu rules. Woohoo! Here comes the silverback. Look at this, here he comes.
Total dominance. Bachelors, juveniles, mothers, babies, the whole range in a typical family group, and Kifu's in charge of every move, including Damien.
Kifu's not quite fully grown, but big enough to totally dominate this whole family group. In the next 18 months, light hair will spread all over his back and shoulders, the mark of a fully mature, dominant silverback. He's already fathered 2 babies, and it's his job to keep the peace and protect the troop with his life, if necessary.
Watch him shoot the baby off his back.
All it takes is a glance out of the corner of his eye, and the baby gets the message from Kifu straight away.
Great to see the trust he has in the head of husband.
Damien doesn't have permission to speak. Spending time like this with gorillas is the best experience in the world. An hour with Kifu and the family would have to be the best honor you could have.
I think he's right.
What Kifu wants, Kifu gets. He demands a look at Damien's legs, and there's no choice but to oblige. The big fella even controls when it's time to leave.
Nah, hang on.
No. It's seriously obvious who the boss is, but isn't that so beautiful? I mean, he's so gentle.
You know exactly who's in a bad mood.
Isn't the world lucky to have 2 different species of pandas? Not only the big black and white ones, the ones you just want to squeeze, but there's another fantastic smaller species, the red panda, which are showcased so perfectly at Port Lim Zoo.
Just a few miles down the road is Port Lim, Howlett's sister zoo, run by Damien's brother James Osborne. And apart from having successful breeding programs with gorillas, rhinos and elephants, they're also working with gorgeous red pandas from the Himalayas. And everyone's hoping they're gonna breed. These cute little tackers are in trouble in the wild.
You're very cute. So this is Lai Yi, which means beauty and grace. She likes her bamboo. Can I give you a bit of a scratch, sweetheart? Have a go at her claws. Very cat-like claws. You see him using them on the bamboo to hold, and that gives him that incredible climbing capability. Very cat-like. Claws on the back there too. They're great. So pretty. So the young bloke in here, Wingwar, he's only just reaching sexual maturity, and